Hey guys, we're back here in the cutting edge garage again, and today I'm just going to do a real quick how-to on wheel balancing. Let me grab a wheel and let's get started. Alright guys, so we got our wheel off the vehicle, and the first step is always going to be we got to figure out how to seat this thing to the balancer, how to mount it correctly so where it's even and it's not wobbling and we can get good balance readings. This is a steel rim, so these are pretty simple. You're going to use one of the seating cones that you got with your balancer, and most all balancers will come with at least 2 or 3 seating cones, and basically we just want right here where the hub assembly would normally sit. We want that to sit flush against the slanted surface on this seating cone without going all the way through and without butting up against the end of it. This looks like it's going to be a pretty good fit. So let's get it up on the machine and get some numbers. Alright, sling our wheel up first. There's a couple different ways you can do this. You can put the cone on first with a spring behind it, but usually the easiest way I've found, with steel rims anyway, to throw the cone on second, and then we got a nice quick release nut hub here. Spin the wheel in the opposite direction, go a little bit faster. And guys, just tighten these by hand. I know a lot of you probably hit them with the hammer, but there's no real reason to do that. It should be plenty snug just by doing it by hand. Alright, generally your first step is going to be to go ahead and remove any weights off the wheels that are already there. Now, you may, if you want, you can go ahead and spin it up and see if it's still in balance, but you might hit that once every out of 200 wheels or so. So I usually just go ahead and pull all the weights off of it. And also while you're doing this, you want to look for, especially on the inside of the wheel here, you want to look for any big clumps of dirt or really anything that could throw the wheel out of balance. This one looks okay. It's a little dirty, but I don't see any big clumps of dirt. Alright, so that's all our weights off. Now today we're using a Pinnacle VL65 LX Premium Plus. This is a more premium balancer. It's got some nice features like automatic distance measurement, automatic width measurement. So let's go through it. Shouldn't take us long to get our measurements input. Alright, let's get our distance. It should automatically kick over to the measurements. Yep, there we go. And now for the width and diameter, we can just take our wands, touch it on the outside lip. I'm going to the very top edge where you'd mount the weights. We'll just hold it there for a sec. Alright, got our measurements input. See to close the hood. I can just mash this foot brake. You don't have to wait for it to spin around by itself. Alright, looks like it wants a 1 3/4 and a 1 1/2. So I can just spin my wheel until my red dot's right at the top here. It'll give me a stop sign. Just mash my foot on the brake to keep it locked in. And I just want to stick this weight right over top of the shaft the best I can. That's the 1 1/2. Now I want to do my 1 3/4, same deal on the inside. It'll give me a stop sign right there. Mash my brake to lock it in. The inside's got a nice little arrow here telling me where to line the weight up with. Alright, close the hood. Mash my brake to go ahead and stop the wheel, and we're good to go. Now there are a few other useful features of this machine. It does support up to fine measurements, so I can switch to fine. We're still 0.14 ounce off on the inside, but that's plenty close enough. The driver won't feel that going down the road. If I keep going over, we have both dynamic and static balancing if you need to do static balancing. Has a nice little flashlight on the inside. It'll light up the inside of the wheel if you're doing sticky weights. And also it's got a a nice laser on the inside, and that's going to shoot a line and tell you exactly where you need to put those sticky weights. And I really like that. It takes a lot of the guesswork out of doing sticky weights. All right, this machine also supports split weights, so if you're working on a nicer vehicle, a lot of times they want those sticky weights hidden behind the spokes of the rim. And basically, if that weight's going to be in a spot where it's going to be showing, you can tell it to split the weight and put it behind two of those spokes. So looking from the outside, you won't even be able to see the sticky weights on the inside. And it also supports optimization. Basically, that'll tell you how you need to turn the wheel to get it better in balance between with relevance to the rim and the tire, and that way you don't have to put so much weight on it. And that's really useful on like a big truck tire stuff that usually can take 2-3 ounces of weight on each side. You can bust the tire off the rim and rotate it, and it'll tell you how far to rotate it, so you don't have to use so much weight on the rims. Alright guys, that's going to about do it for this how-to video. Obviously for the other 3 wheels you just repeat the same process over and over. You don't have to enter the measurements in again because they stay saved until you change them again. For any more information on this machine, you can check our website out at CEASusa.com. For pricing and other questions, feel free to give us a call anytime. Be on the lookout for more how-to videos. We'll look at some other rim types like aluminum and do some tire balance optimizations and show you guys how to deal with sticker weights and the correct way to put those on. I'm Jacob Stargwald. Thanks for watching.